Hey, welcome back. This is going to be a quick ride out to Cooke State Park in Carlton, Minnesota. It's a ride that normally takes me about 20 minutes to get out to, so enjoy. As you can see, everything's still kind of dead and growing back. We're getting a little bit of green out there, but it's nice that we've actually gotten some consistent riding weather. I think it was about 50 degrees this morning, so it was cool riding weather, but by the time we got to the state park, my knees were frozen. I could barely walk, but definitely still worth it. Right up here is the entrance to the windy roads that go into the state park. You can see they've been doing some construction up there on the right. They've been working on that for a couple years, and for a while there they had some big old tents set up, and my understanding was that they had started the construction and then they came across an Indian burial ground, so they had to halt everything for quite a while and carefully remove the remains, and then they were able to finish it, but it was always under construction pretty much as long as I've lived out here. But there's the entrance to the park and the windy roads, and we'll get a little bit of video on that. So these are the windy roads that go through the state park. Most of the corners are about 30 miles an hour. Some of them drop down to about 15. You'll see that up here when you get by the water. But one thing that has been happening through this area is a couple people have seen some Bigfoot or Sasquatch, if you will. I think one lady was out here camping and she heard some loud knocking noises. A couple other guys were driving through here and they saw one. So if you see one, definitely point it out to me. Otherwise, the main thing we really look out for out here is deer, because as you can see, they could probably blend in here pretty easily. So you can be out here riding and one will be just right next to you. So you really got to watch out for that, because that's probably the biggest danger out here, is one of those little guys jumping out in front of you while you're doing 30 miles an hour, and that could be really bad. So I was a couple minutes into the ride and then thought everything was smooth sailing. See a little bicyclist up here, go around him, and right in front of him is that truck up there, and we got stuck behind him pretty much the rest of the way back all the way into the park. So the rest of it's kind of boring of me just following him as he drives slowly. He eventually picks up speed and decides to slam on his brakes and pull off to the side of the road to see some water. So he was a joy to be behind. My wife was actually pretty happy about this guy because he kept us going slower. She's still a little nervous sitting on the back, so she was happy about him, but I was kind of a little irritated because that kind of takes the joy out of hitting those corners. But whatever, I guess better safe than sorry. The point was to just get out there on the bike and go see these raging waters. So Alright, this guy has decided to pick up the speed like I was saying, and instantly gets distracted by water on his left, which is pretty cool to see, but he decided to take the quick route across the road, off the road, with very little warning. So I guess that's a good lesson on making sure you keep a good distance. Even though a guy's going super slow, don't be up on his ass, because you never know what the hell they're going to do. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. This is the final quarter mile or so into the entrance of the park, and yeah, it was a pretty quiet day there. It was a Wednesday morning, so not a whole lot of activity going on. This place can fill up with quite a few people in there, because it is really cool to see. You'll see in the next couple clips of the water that just rages through here, and you got the little suspended bridge that you can walk across. So it's a really cool park to check out. If you haven't checked it out and you're up here in the Northland, stop by Cooke State Park. So I heard they got pretty good camping, but we normally just come out here to go hiking. Anyways, if you like the video, like and subscribe. Appreciate that. Leave any comments. If you like what I'm doing, say so. If you don't like what I'm doing, keep your comments to yourself, because I don't want to hear it. All right. Thanks, guys.